right, we're checking out the only game where you can force 100 people to try and build a civilization in a tiny area in order to survive the apocalypse. It's Minecraft. So, here's the plan. This entire server has been custom built specifically for this stupidity. I have walled off a tiny one chunk area. 100 different people will attempt to build a civilization. They will have a few minutes in order to begin building and defend themselves from the impending stupidity. I have all different tools with which to use in order to be the god with the magnifying glass, burning ants. Oh, although the survivors of today's 100-person torture session will get a free Reginald sent to them, it's also for sale now at the GrayStillPlays.store, but showing you it would be boring, so instead we're going to give him a fire bath. More on that later. At the end, we will see how many people can survive. Spoiler alert, there is at least going to be one nuclear bomb. Ah, yes. As you can see, like tiny potatoes, the people begin to spawn inside. 100 players! All spawning in simultaneously. I heard you need ore. In case you're wondering, the trees that we can make inside of this place, yes, they do appear overly compensatory. Don't mind me, just putting trees in the most ambiguous places possible. I love how no matter what, people always build upward. Like this person who is effectively looking exactly like me has no fear. I will give you fear. I love how the reaction to dying is I just died. That dude just launched me into a hole. The wood begins. As I often say, we have to build upward here in order to have the trees, just because there's basically no space. As you can imagine, everyone gets ore. The way that we give ore here, though, is, you know, by vomiting it out of our mouth. Those who have the will to go upward will be rewarded. Just have good parkour. I'm not stopping here though. I want people to get as stupid as possible. So I'm actually going to build this as high as I can. At this point, I have now put the potential for the civilization to go past the skybox. I understand people may get hungry. We have prepared for this. Obviously, we couldn't prepare for this the normal way. We had to do this in such a way that contributes to society. Obesity. I love how graduating just fell without my assistance. I kind of wonder how many people will actually simply die without me doing anything to them. Just want to make sure everyone has enough materials in order to, you know, legitimately be able to build. So there's the obesity, in case people get hungry. I've already had several people suffocate inside of my McDonald's. That's fantastic. I'm actually kind of surprised that nobody's already trying to destroy the golden arches yet. We're already down to 93 people. 7 people have died just by losing the will to live, probably. You want ore? Climb for it!
Sadness comes in waves. You have 5 minutes before the first wave.
I heard you need water. Just don't drown each other with it. Okay, civilization is continuing. We already have people that are up quite far, such as an alligator. I love how the alligator is the one that tries to stay furthest away from— oh my God, someone's at the top of the skybox. All right, we've only lost one person just to random stupidity at this point. All right, there's 60 seconds for the first wave. We're going to start off somewhat simplistic. I'm just going to do a cluster TNT to begin with. I'm sure for the most part, people will be able to survive it. Don't mind me, everyone. I cannot believe how far people fell without an issue. Look at how well they did. Oh, yes. Reginald, what the hell are you doing inside of the refrigerator?
Right up here, Dad.
Reginald, the beer's on the door.
I'm so cold, Dad.
Don't you worry, Reginald. We'll fix it the only way we know how. With fire. Here you go, Reggie. See? He's fine. If you want your own Reggie, you can get him at the GrayStillPlays.store. See, now someone put a water bucket up here, and that was actually really wise because they can utilize the water to keep from falling. Everyone has effectively built Atlantis at this point. Okay, so a bunch of individuals have done kind of what I expected them to do, which is survive at the very top of the skybox. Now we can start moving on to the stupid stuff. Everyone get ready to protect. Ah, yes. It is time. Think of me like Thor. More! More! I'm not gonna lie, everyone is performing quite well considering how much lightning I just threw at them. More! Hold on, what's this person's name up here? Sans? 8? Sans, you've built quite high. Let's see your parkour skills. You did not parkour! Okay, so one of the other items I happen to have here is something called Jump Scare. It doesn't really do anything, it's just there to scare the hell out of people. Here, watch. Let me see, I really need to know if I can make this person jump. They're doing quite well considering it's not actually damaging them, it's just there to induce irrational fear. There you go, Captain. Here you go, buddy. Don't be afraid. Despite all of the pain that people have gone through, there's still quite a few individuals here. Some folks have, of course, taken refuge inside of the McDonald's. Someone just ignited some TNT. That was not me. I've decided that the individuals who have the audacity to build up here deserve things. So I'm giving them a bunch of ore. The only problem is that the ore does have a tendency to toss people. I love how the one imposter of me is literally at the highest point on the entire map. They do know what they're doing though, because they're still alive, despite me desperately trying to be the only one. Some people find ore down. Here you can find ore just by looking to the heavens. All right, now that I have built a glorious ore tree, I'm pretty sure I just killed no senator's son. That was that was not my intention. At this point, I'm pretty sure we're down to about 50 people. Now, typically, whenever I come to the ground, people have a tendency to get very close to me. I've also noticed that there is an area here where a small civilization of people have begun building about halfway up. I would consider this, you know, like 30 stories or so. Just letting people know that they're gonna wanna stay away from me if they see me. So I have an ability here called wind circles. In case you're wondering what that means, let me show you. Welcome to hell, boys and girls! Captain Blogger is dead. Hi. Sometimes I wonder when people look down at me when I'm standing there if they, oh, that person disappeared. I was gonna say if they look at me with fear or not. As you can see, people have already made it to the build limit. God, everyone needs to be fed again. It's like taking care of 100 gerbils. Well, except, well, less gerbils now because variable Yeti just fell from a high place. I suddenly feel not safe. Suddenly, as Green falls from a high place and dies. A lack of safety is probably something you should have understood before coming here. We have 2 individuals that have built all the way to the top. I could just use my wind circle and blast them off, but Captain Rex, you may live. Because it takes cojones in order to get this high off the ground. I have 20 frames per second, a block of dirty, and a will to live. Maddie, no! I wasn't involved in that! I know that there was a giant axolotl meme for a while there, so we've created something called the axolotl candle. What it effectively does is make people sad. Allow me to demonstrate. First, you must find someone. Then you must hit them with the axolotl candle. That's what happened. Spin my axolotl, children! I love how, what is this person's name? Because they're just taking this stuff in stride so well. They have no fear of anything. I gotta go back down to the bottom here. There, everyone gets to be axolotls now. It's like breakdancing axolotl. So now, the evil has begun spawning in, just to say, just to see if people are on their A game. Oh, there's still 61 people left. I can't believe this. Obviously, I have to get a little bit more violent. I hope y'all can survive nuclear fallout because we got nukes.
Lots of people are still alive. Clearly, I need to get more violent.
Weapons out, boys! You have to fight against the things of nightmares, the Herobrine gang! There we go! That's enough Herobrines! I just want to make sure that everyone in all the different areas gets to enjoy the Herobrine. Especially all the way here at the top where some of the most impressive areas have been made. These people are at the very top of the skybox! The Herobrines actually have trouble reaching them because they're so high! Fight for your lives, people! Fight for your lives! They did it! These 4 up here are just monsters! Now we have another item here called the nuclear core. The nuclear core is supposed to simulate the end of the world. A radioactive fallout, if you will. Let me show you. Watch as it cores through the center of the planet! Now that right there is some destruction. Let's get a little bit going up. It is in fact survival of the fittest. Some people built so far down. So the X-ray block allows me to see everything that's going on way underground. There is an obscene amount of people that have gone down as far as humanly possible, and they did in fact survive the nukes. Now, because of the X-ray, everyone gets to see each other too. This right here is the sign of young death. You know how some mythology has the tree of life? We have the tree of death. Did I just see someone's name who was like Captain Carbs? Simply for having such an amazing name, you can have some ore vomit. Ah, yes. The glories of the teleporting, violent, flesh-eating Herobrines. People try and run from it. There is no escape from Herobrine. He will find you. He will find where you live. He will find who your parents are. I know the feeling of dying suffocating inside of a wall, especially when you don't have your pick out. All right, so clearly a whole group of people have decided that they will somehow survive at the very top of the skybox. Someone just jumped to their death, and now we finally get to bring Solar Smash to Minecraft. How, you ask? We made something called a mini black hole. What does a mini black hole do, you ask? Allow me to show you. For some people, it rains water. Here it rains black holes. As you can see, the black hole slowly sucks everything into it, blinding and destroying those around it. It also has a tendency to just home in on people. Death is coming to the top. Oh no, great, someone saw me. Hi. Someone just, like everyone's just jumping to their death without me actually doing anything. I bet Gray is on a Discord call right now laughing. You are correct. I would ask how Death Blue drowned, but there's literally a river of tears going from the top of the skybox down to bedrock. Ah, the black holes are starting to end lives rather quickly. Fantastic. You can actually see as the black holes begin to evaporate everything around it. At this point, we have 42 people left. A huge portion of them have decided to build as high as humanly possible. You know, the higher you guys are, the more you attract lightning, right? It's time to play the brand new game. How many people can get struck by lightning? Ender Dude, struck by lightning. Angie, Bug, struck by lightning. Sam, struck by lightning. GrayStillPlays was struck by lightning. Again, that's not me. I'm GrayStillPlays. Paper shredder. Gray died. No, a Gray died. Look, electricity travels through water. It's coming down. Who am I kidding? God has abandoned us. I appreciate that a lot of people joined knowing that death was inevitable. You didn't, what, you didn't think I could get you guys through the ground? The nukes continued, moving deep through the core of the earth, destroying all those around it. And thus, after lightning, Herobrines, the Wrath of Zeus, and nukes. Who the hell is left alive? There has to be someone. Yes! There is! Okay, now that I have put everyone through hell, I want to see exactly how many individuals managed to survive. So we're going to reset everything and get the group together. Okay, we have now reset everything to see how many people survived that, and there's actually quite a few. Somehow these people are so masochistic that they managed to survive the 6 comings of stupidity. To those who managed to get to the end, we're going to be contacting you with a free Reginald plush. I will now let Slothagy literally destroy all those around him as I take a look at the nuclear fallout and chaos that was left behind. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of Minecraft. Oh my God, people built far down. Next time, stay foxy and much love.